Hi, I am Alex Silver-Fagan, Nike Master Trainer and your yoga teacher. Welcome to a quick, fiery yoga flow. We're gonna get right into it, opening up the heart, the quads, the hip flexors, and working up to a peak dancer's pose. Let's get started in a child's pose. We're gonna come down, knees come nice and wide, hips fall back to the heels, let your belly just fall in between your thighs, arms extend long out in front of you, and just let your head drop. Now we're gonna start to connect to our breath. This is going to be the metronome and the guide for all of your movement today. Without it, there is no yoga. And today I want you to think about the idea of destruction. Now that sounds a little intense, right? But Shiva, which is the god that this pose that we are working to is for, is the god of destruction. And in a really positive light, meaning transformation. The only way for something good to come is for something old to go away. So with that in mind, have a beautiful practice. Take a big inhale through your nose. Exhale out of the mouth. Again, inhale deeply through the nose, feeling your belly press against your thighs, rib cage expands. And then keep the lips sealed as you exhale out of the nose. Starting to connect to your Ujjayi breath, your breath of fire, slight constriction in the back of your throat. It moves in and out of your nose, and you stay connected to it throughout your practice. On your next inhale, pull yourself up to a tabletop. Hands come underneath your shoulders, knees are underneath your hips. Take an inhale as you look up, dropping your belly, opening up your heart. And then exhale, round as you push into the floor, doming the back. Again, inhale, look up, roll the shoulders down your back, open up your heart. And then exhale to round, belly button to the spine, doming the upper back. Inhale, find a neutral position with the spine, press the tops of the feet into the floor, and then reach your left fingertips forward and your right leg back behind you. Feel like someone's pulling that right leg back and pulling that left arm, so there's long extension throughout your spine. Good, take an inhale in this reach, and then exhale, pull your knee and elbow to touch under your body as you dome and round your back. Again, inhale, extend, get nice and long, reach, and then exhale, knee and elbow touch. Inhale, kick back, extend, get long. Exhale, knee and elbow touch. Last time, inhale, extend, and then exhale, pull your right heel to your glute, bending your right leg, and then circle your left hand behind, catching hold of the pinky toe side of your foot. Starting to kick into your hand, opening up your shoulder. Maybe your gaze comes over your left shoulder, but remember, it's really early in your practice, so it may not be a super intense back bend. You may not even be holding your foot, and that's okay. Good, take one more breath. And then gently release, place both the hand and the knee down. Take one cat-cow, inhale, look up, drop your belly. Exhale, round, push into the floor. Inhale, neutral position with the spine. Exhale, you're gonna lift the right hand, left leg, and inhale into your length. Good, flex that back foot, keep the hips squared so we're not opening up. Feel that length, and then exhale, knee and elbow touch under your body, round. Inhale, extend, get nice and long. Exhale, knee and elbow touch. Inhale, reach into this extension, big inhale. Exhale, knee and elbow touch. Inhale, reach, get nice and long. This time, exhale, bend your left leg, bringing your heel to your glute. Right hand circles around, catching hold of the pinky toe side of your foot to open up your shoulders as you kick back and open up. Good, gaze comes over your right shoulder. You're breathing here. Again, this is super early on, so don't worry if it's not happening. Just be grateful that you're here. You're on your mat. Good, one more inhale. Exhale, gently release. Place both the hand and the knee down. We're gonna go right away into a downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. Downward facing dog. Now bend your knees left and right. Just play around here. Good, soft bend in the knees so your tailbone can reach towards the sky. And let's just inhale, roll forward to a plank. If you had to move your hands or feet to get here, it just means your down dog's a little short. Inhale, push into the floor. Exhale, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Good, breathe, gazes towards your belly button. Good, think about externally rotating the hands so that the armpits can wrap towards your ears, and it's almost like your hands are opening up jars. Good, sits bones are shining towards the sky. Inhale to reach your right leg up. Exhale, pull your knee to your nose around your spine. Inhale, extend your leg. Exhale, gently step your foot in between your hands, drop your back knee and untuck your toes. Inhale, arms reach forward and up, Anjaneyasana. Exhale to sink down into your hips. Good, roll the tailbone down towards the ground so that your low ribs can tuck closer towards your belly button and we're not just dumping into our low back. Good, breathing into the left hip flexors here, pulling the left hip forward, right hip back, wrapping those shoulders down your back, gaze comes up. Take one more inhale in this length, and then exhale, hands find the ground, step your feet together at the top of the mat, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, heart lifts, flat back. Exhale, you fold. Inhale, arms reach towards the sky, gaze towards your thumbs, Urdhva Hastasana. And then exhale, hands find a prayer at heart center and down at your sides, Tadasana. Now, whatever's going on outside of the mat within your life, remember that when things are going difficult or things are not going the way that you want, it just means something else is on the way. Take a big inhale. Exhale, let it go. Good, inhale, arms reach back towards the sky. Exhale, circle your hands behind you, low back. Interlace your fingertips, pull your heart open as you pull the hands down, and then bend the knees, let your heart fall to the floor, forward fold with your hands clasped. Now I'm super mobile here, so my hands can go past my head, but if you've got a shoulder injury, it's totally cool to have your hands close to your low back. Do what feels good for you right now, not what you think you should be doing. Good, take one more breath here. And then gently release your hands at your low back, down to the floor, forward fold. Good, inhale, lift your heart flat back. Exhale, hands down, step your right foot back behind you, drop your back knee and untuck your toes. Inhale, arms come up, Anjaneyasana on the other side, low lunge. Exhale, sink down into your hips. Good, roll the shoulders down your back, tuck the tailbone, pull the core, the belly button in. Good, and gaze comes towards the sky. Make this about your hips and not about your back. Good, one more inhale. Exhale, hands find the ground. Good, tuck your back toes. We're gonna do something cool here. Pull your left knee to your nose. Good, then inhale, extend your left leg back behind you. Pull the left knee back towards your nose. And then inhale to extend. Good, gently step your foot down on the floor, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward one vertebrae at a time. Exhale to place your knees down, bend the elbows, lower all the way to the mat. Inhale to just lift your heart, press into the tops of your feet. Baby Cobra, Bhujangasana. Think about a magnet connected to your chin, to your sternum, so nice long neck. Good, one more inhale. Exhale, press back through a tabletop, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Good, is that breath still with you? Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, soft bend in the knees, step or float to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift your heart flat back. Exhale, you fold. Inhale, arms reach towards the sky, gaze towards your thumbs. Exhale, hands find a prayer at heart center and down at your sides, Tadasana. Good, sun salutation, Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, arms come back towards the sky. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, lift your heart flat back. Exhale, hands down, step back to your plank. Now you can always place the knees down like you did before, or if you're ready, inhale, push into the floor, and then exhale, bend the elbows halfway, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog, knees and thighs are off of the mat. Roll your shoulders down your back. And then exhale, press back, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Good, inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, soft bend in the knees, step or float to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift your heart flat back. Exhale, you fold. Inhale, arms reach towards the sky, gaze towards your thumbs. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, heart lifts, flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, hands down, step or float back and take the same flow you just did before. Good, we meet back in our downward facing dog. Once you're there, shake that head out, come back to this home base, back to your breath, reconnect. Last sun A, inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, step or float, top of the mat. Inhale, lift your heart flat back. Exhale, you fold. Inhale, arms reach towards the sky, gaze towards your thumbs. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, heart lifts, flat back. Exhale, hands down, step or float, take a flow. If you jump, you always jump to bent elbows. Once you're there, reconnect. Good, trust yourself, trust your energy, trust your body to clear out what it doesn't need. Inhale, reach your right leg up. Exhale, bend your knee, open up your hip, bring your heel to your glute. Inhale to straighten and square your leg. Exhale, gently step your foot in between your hands. Keep your back knee lifted. Inhale, arms come up, high lunge. Exhale to stay. Good, back leg gets nice and straight. Pull the left hip forward, right hip back. And again, try not to splay open in the ribs. Tuck the low ribs down, nice strong core. One more inhale. Exhale to open, warrior two. Heel to your feet a little bit wider apart. Gaze over your right middle finger. Really sink in to that front knee. External rotation of this thigh. Press into the outside of your left foot. Inhale as you reach forward and reverse your warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Good, straighten the front leg, slide your hips back as you reach your right fingertips forward and down towards your shin or the ground. Left arm up, Utthita Trikonasana, triangle pose. Keep wrapping your right hip underneath you so that you can open your rib cage towards the sky, your heart lifts up a little bit more. Now this isn't about getting your hand to the floor if you're sacrificing the length in the right side of your body. So lift out of your waist and find that length. You want to create space here, right? In your mind, in your body, in your life. As you inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reach forward and reverse your warrior. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down towards the floor. Left hand stays. Inhale, your right arm comes up. You're in a low lunge twist. Good, press into that left hand. Feel the strength here. And then you're gonna step your right foot back, Vashisthasana, side plank. Keep the hips lifted, gazes towards your top hand. And think about wrapping your right hip point forward. Good, lifting the hips a little bit higher. Take one more inhale. Exhale, plank to chaturanga right away. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Starting to get a little fiery, right? Good, inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, bend your knee and open your hip. Inhale to straighten and square. Exhale, knee to nose, around your spine, step your foot in between your hands. Inhale, arms come up, high lunge. Exhale to stay, wrap the shoulders down, pull the low ribs down. Find your strength here, right? Legs are nice and strong, but there's a lightness in the upper body, yin and yang. Find that balance. One more inhale. Exhale, we open, warrior two. Heel to your feet a little bit wider apart. Press into the outside of the right foot. Wrapping that left knee, left thigh open. Good, feeling strong here, strong arms. Inhale, reach forward and reverse, keeping a bend in the front leg, breathing to the left rib cage, and then exhale, warrior two. Straighten the front leg, slide your hips back as your left hand comes to your shin or the ground, right arm comes up. Now again, check in with your body. Do you feel like you're lifted and lengthening here, or do you feel like you're crunching just because you think your hand should be on the floor? Good, what do you feel here, right? Feel that space, feel that breath. Inhale to lift all the way back up. Exhale into your warrior two. Inhale, reach forward and reverse your warrior. Exhale, cartwheel your hands towards the floor. Right hand stays. Inhale, left arm comes up, you twist. Good, feel that strength in your right hand. You know where we're going. Step it back, Vashisthasana, side plank. Lift the hips a little bit higher. Make sure that you're stacking everything on top of each other. Good, pressing into every part of that hand. Gazes towards your left hand, towards the sky, moving that energy up. Take one more inhale. Exhale, plank to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, 3 breaths. Good, inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, soft bend in the knees, step or float, top of the mat. Inhale, heart lift, slap back. Exhale, you fold. Inhale, bend your knees, reach your arms up, chair pose, Utkatasana. Weight is in your heels. Roll the shoulders down your back, lift the heart a little bit higher. Good, find the strength in the burn, right? Find the beauty in the struggle. Take one more inhale, one more exhale. Good, this time inhale, straighten both the arms and the legs, and then hands find a prayer at heart center and down at your sides, Tadasana. Just take a moment to recenter, to refocus. Good, inhale, reach your arms back towards the sky. Gently drop your left hand towards your hip. Left hand is reaching out. We're gonna shift the weight into our right foot, catch hold of the big toe side of your left foot. Good, making sure the knees stay together here. Now, I want you to think about lifting up and not about reaching forward. Good, so as we start to kick into our left hand, start to tip your weight forward, but still reaching up towards the sky. That energy is moving up, we're breathing. Good, find your focus. Create the space. And then gently start to come back out the same way that you came in. Good, pulling the left knee into your chest. We're gonna place the left foot on the inside of the left thigh or on your shin or down towards the ground, coming into your Rakshasana tree pose. Find whatever place is comfortable for you, just don't press onto your knee. Hands find a prayer at heart center and you find your focus. Let everything settle, right? This may be uncomfortable, it may be challenging, but you can be strong enough to settle here. On your next exhale, gently place your hand down, arms come down at your sides, shake it out. All right, moving right into the other side. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, bring your right hand down towards your hip. Shift the weight to your left foot, catch hold of the big toe side of your right foot. Good, breathing and remembering we're lifting up here, moving up, creating new space, transformation. Good, start to lift and kick into your right hand as you tip your weight forward. Good, breathe. Remember, we're not going down, we're going up, constantly moving upwards in our life and in our yoga. Good, gently start to come out of your dancer's Nadarajasana the same way you came in. Pull the right knee in towards your chest, and then you're gonna place the right foot on the inside of the right thigh or on your shin or the ground. Again, coming into your tree pose, Rakshasana, hands find a prayer at heart center, you breathe. Good, feel that hip opening. Feel yourself finding that focus even when things get a little wobbly. On your next exhale, step the foot down, arms come down at your sides, shake it out. Good, inhale, arms reach back up towards the sky. Exhale to fold over your legs. Inhale, lift your heart flat back. Exhale, hands down, last flow. We meet back in our final downward facing dog. Good, inhale, come forward. Bring the knees down, let your hips fall back to your heels. Just take a child's pose. Just let all of that settle. Let yourself land. And then start to roll your way up, coming into Virasana, hero's pose, seated on your shins. Or if there's a more comfortable seated position, like a cross-legged one, you'll take that now. Once you find your comfortable seated position, cross-legged or in Virasana, sit nice and tall. Your head is over your shoulders, shoulders over your hips, and start to flutter the eyes closed. Start to scan your body. Recognize the space you've created and perhaps the new perspective that you have coming out of your practice. Remembering that good things have to fall apart for better things to fall together. Bring your hands to a prayer at heart center. Keeping the eyes closed, just take a moment to say thank you to yourself. It's not easy to show up, and it's certainly not easy to put in the work. And for that, you did both. And for that, I thank you. I thank you just as your heart, your soul, your mind, and your body thanks you. Have a beautiful rest of your day, evening, whenever it is you're watching this, and I will see you guys next time. Namaste.